Ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, welcome back to the next episode in our Mystic Gold Camo Grind series. My name is Talon Faclac, and we love to play zombies. We are back with this beautiful weapon here. You can see it's the CR-56 AMAX, and let me tell you, there's a lot to discuss in today's episode because a lot has happened in life outside of zombies. So, a couple of noteworthy things. One, talking about playing with subscribers. I just met a gentleman on Thursday named Purple, and let me tell you, this guy is amazing at zombies, an absolute baller. And he was like, yo, Talon, you might as well get together with me and let's do some Easter egg runs. And I'm like, heck yeah. So we played all of Shattered Veil together, beat Z-Rex first try. We were both rocking all kinds of cool attachments on our guns, and I will say it is the first time I have ever used gobblegums in a run, like Perkaholic and Hidden Power and all kinds of stuff. So this is the first time I've ever gone round one completely stacked, all the perks, and I will say this game is a completely different game when you spawn in with every single perk, and it becomes pretty much a race to the finish line. It is so much fun running Easter eggs when you have every single perk in your arsenal. And not only that, having a teammate who is just kitted out and good to go. I mean, Purple popped on, what is it, profit sharing and raindrops, so we each got like 15 grand right off the rip. And we were able to just sprint past, open every single door, build the wonder weapon, you know, round 10, and just go through and do every step as fast as possible. So, yeah, huge shout out to Purple. Awesome playing with you. I can't wait to do it more in the future. And then to any other subscriber out there, you know, if you guys want to get together, maybe you're trying to complete an Easter egg and there's a step that's just tricky, or you want to do a fun run, I'm down for it. Message me. We'll make time. And if you want me to start recording them, I'd love to. I think that'd be a ton of fun. Almost like if you guys ever watch that show, Hot Ones, the hot questions, even hotter wings. I'd love to do like almost an interview style with the subscribers. You know, what's your favorite zombies map? When did you first get into zombies? Purple said he played since World at War, and you could tell. I mean, the man was a god. So let's keep that momentum going and get more conversations flowing. I'd like to meet some of you guys, you know? As much as you love the channel and watching, I want to do the same, and I want to meet you guys. What is it that brings you around, you know? And then talking about new setups, yep, I finally got the desk set up in front of the window in the living room, staring at the forest on a higher elevation, so it almost feels like I'm playing COD Zombies in a hunting blind, and I love it. You can tell the atmosphere is going to be different in this house, and it's a lot better than being cooped up in a city with landlords that hate you. No, that's probably over dramatized, but it's true. It's so true. I mean, I liked where I was at, don't get me wrong, but the woods is so much different, and it's so good, and I should say it's so much more different than the previous setup. Allow me to correct myself here. But yeah, so I just got done doing some yard work. The team that came out that was supposed to cut some logs for the house, they did a number on the yard. Let me tell you. I don't know if we're working with top brass. If you guys remember that cutscene from SNL when they were talking about getting abducted by aliens. Awesome skit, by the way. You should totally watch it. But top brass here. These guys purposely knocked down all the piles I built of leaves. And you know, there was so much yard here that they could have set up their entire thing somewhere else. Nope, gotta plow through all the piles I was making. Because I come over here on the weekends and I try to take care of as much yard work as possible. But I tell you what, you know, like 2 seasons worth of leaves in the yard and you get them all piled up ready for bagging and then they completely get obliterated across the yard. They got a death wish, man. Don't push me. Don't push me. They certainly aren't coming back out to cut more trees if I have any level of say into who does it. Because, my goodness, I just spent another 2 hours trying to get it all put back together. Either way, progress for the sake of progress. I love doing yard work. It's therapeutic, for sure. Just, you know, a physical task that you're able to take your mind away from things and do the grind. But at the same note, I would love to be able to just cut the grass to cut the grass. You know, like, it would be so awesome if I could just throw some nice lines in there. So that's the plan. I'm going to get the yard into a spot where I can efficiently run some lines through the yard and make things look pretty. I can't tell if I actually hit this or not. Okay, we did. The nuke went off at the same time as you push the button to toggle that thing, and it both looks like a nuke goes off, so it was a little confusing, but we're good. Speaking of this weapon, this is the best gun in Zombies. You run this 10 mag thing, you pack-a-punch it. I know it's like a DMR style right now, but just watch. I mean, this thing is crazy, and I don't know if I played it on the channel yet or not, but I did some work off screen because we were running the Easter eggs over the weekend, and or I should say Thursday. But I finally got to equip this magazine size, and I think on the last video I talked about sticking with the other magazine because I like the round count, having 60 rounds in the magazine, potentially 90 or 100. Watch this. Look at 10, 300, 60, 480. And when you get double tap on this thing, I mean, you can just spray as long as your heart contents. This thing is so insane. I can't even believe they put it in Zombies. So yeah, as far as camo grinds go, we still have to get the special camo, which is 100 kills using tactical equipment. And stick around for the end of the video because I'm going to go over all the augments and the build for this gun and what makes it, you know, just kick. So yeah, we're going to get some decoys, we're going to get some concussions. It's the only way you can really do it for that camo grind, because decoys are a fair bit expensive, and you're not going to have the capital in an early game to be able to purchase and craft as many decoys as it takes to get 100 kills. So the best bet is to just go and sprint down quite a few concussion grenades. Let's see what we get here. We got a Casimir. Kills affected by tactical equipment, not kills with tactical equipment. So the Casimir would kill too many. We're not going to do that. But what we will do is carry on with the dead shot portion of this Easter egg. And I tell you what, it's so funny. I was talking to Purple about this. The real way to do this, and you can see I can't push shift to steady my aim with this gun. For some reason, it's not a thing. Oh my gosh, there's still one more. So you got to account with that aim idle sway. So I'm going to squint really hard and look at the screen as close as possible. Try to nail these cans. Guys, we did it! Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. What you guys are seeing on screen is the same thing I'm seeing, so I am just trying to make it work as best as we can. You can see now 1,400 on single pack gray. This gun is absolutely insane. And then for the next weapon, I was thinking about doing the Cali sticks because we just unlocked those, which could be a ton of fun, so stick around for that. Every single match, I mean, if you guys know the agenda here, we're going to go through, we cover the gun, we get all the skins, and then we go and we craft the perfect god roll version of this weapon while we complete the Easter egg as we get the skins. It's the way to go. Yeah, this gun is very good in Shattered Veil. It's also extremely good just overall, but you gotta watch out for your finger. I mean, if this is a first match you're playing of the day, great, do it. But the amount of times you're gonna have to push the mouse button to fire this thing, especially in the higher rounds, you're gonna start getting carpal tunnel in your hand from just smashing. Semi-automatic weapons are pretty tricky if you're playing a lot of zombies in one day. I don't know if any of you guys feel that, but man, I've only got a good solid 4 matches in me with semi-automatics, and then I got to switch up to some automatic version of a weapon. Let's go ahead and get ourselves quick revive as well. That way we're going to be stacked up with as much defense as possible. We could get double plate. Oh my gosh, these SAM trials are spawning right in front of us, and I love it. Stand still, SAM trial. Okay. Bonus points up there. We're going to shoot that. So I just like to get to a distance and just kind of spray. Ooh, that's a max armor. That's good. We'll save that because we're going to need it eventually. Okay. Hold on, fella. Let me strap on my tool belt. Okay, you can only stand in one place for so long, then they start overwhelming you. There we go. CQB grip, not bad. Good unlock there. Is it my favorite? Nope, but is it a good one? Yes, absolutely. Anything in the arsenal is a good one. Come on, double pack. Oh my gosh. Man, this game is like humiliating us. Give me something good. Okay, alright. Perks about the cabin. Let's talk. Let's run through the list here. 1. My computer desk is now in front of 3 windows, so I'm not staring at a brick wall behind me. Yes, big fan of that. There was something I was talking about one day at work where I said, you know, they go, Talon, how do you like your new desk? And I said, even prison cells have windows. And they were like, oh shit. And it's because, yes, I have no windows. I sit in a freaking cylinder cube block. It's miserable, you know? I need the sky. It's beautiful outside. Go out, do your yard work in the morning, kick butt, and then when you're exhausted, come back in, chill, play around as zombies. Maybe sip on some coffee, or in this case, sip on a cocktail, margarita. Doesn't sound too bad. Perk number 2. I have my bar set up right behind my computer desk now. If you guys don't know it, I used to shake cocktails in college, and I love making cocktails in general, even with guests. So if you're in the area and you're like, Talon, hey, I heard you're in Michigan. What's up? Where you at? Come on over. I'll shake you a cocktail any day. We can play zombies. We can chill. Perk number 3. Oh my goodness, my dog is so much happier. Mr. Gremlin loves yards. You can tell this man was born to run. He almost runs so much that you'd think he's like one of those circuit dogs that like does all the competitions. And you can tell just his demeanor is completely shifted now that he's at the house. He runs and books it across the yard. And he loves to jump the leaf pile, so sometimes I'll make like strips of piles of leaves, and then I'll have him try to get to me as fast as he can, and he'll traverse the piles. Almost like I'm training him to run those circuits. I don't know, maybe that's his miscalling. Either way, it's a ton of fun. Number 4, having all the tasks in the yard to complete. It's you know, it's definitely like a larger undertaking, and at times I think people could find that they might get overwhelmed, but I look at it as, hey, I've got stuff to do today. Like, there's no questioning, what am I going to do today? It's like, oh yeah, I've got this I got to make content for. These are the piles that I got to clean up. These are some trees I got to take down. I should probably mow this section, weed whack over here. Yeah, it's just cool. It's cool having all of these projects lined out. Secondary to that, my parents had asked me for a drawing of a deck for the house, and I drew this deck using AI, which is an incredible tool. And I'm going to describe it as best as possible to you guys, and then hopefully you can kind of see the vision along with me. So the house has 2 sliding glass doors, one which would be on the 2nd floor, and the other one which is ground floor. And there's no deck onto the house, so there's desperately a need to have something to fill the space that resembles a deck. And so the idea was, my mom had said she wanted to have a space where she could hang one of those hanging basket chairs, almost like a hammock chair. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea, and I thought to myself, what's the best way to put a hanging basket chair on a house? Well, you gotta have a pergola. And a pergola would look really cool if the deck underneath it was all wood. And it had like a 4 to 6 inch section of pea gravel or really small stones around that slab of wood. So that way it kind of gives it like that Japanese Shinto architecture. So for the sliding glass door that kicks out of the bottom of the house, I want to do something like that with pergola hanging out, and then I want the rest to be a brick style pavers with an in-ground hot tub in the brickwork and an outdoor kitchen with a pizza oven. I think that would be so cool. And then, of course, on the 2nd floor, that deck portion of it's going to have railings. It's going to have the grill, the smoker, the flat rock, so that way we can do all kinds of cooking outside. And then, should we want to, directly under that is the in-stone dining table that's covered. So if you want to eat outside and it decides to rain on you, you're still under the cover of the deck or the balcony, and you can hang out outside all day. Set up a nice table for cards. Not sure if I'm able to post that picture anywhere in YouTube so you guys can kind of see what I was describing, but it's the best drawing I was able to come up with for the layout of the house, and I'm pretty proud of it. The other thing that my wife has asked me, or I should just say Katie, the other thing Katie has asked me to design is to be a fishing area. Her and her dad love fishing. They grew up with a little pond across the street that the neighbor used to stock the pond so that they could go fishing when Katie was a little girl. And I thought that was really cool. And we have a pond kind of in the back area of the house. So it would be nice if we were able to build some kind of platform that fishing was possible to do. And I want to have a little section with an area that you can sit and hang out with tables and chairs, but then also a section that's a little bit further over the water that is exclusively for fishing. Once that's established, I think we'll be looking good to go. Hopping back into zombies here, we're going to be looking for our friend Dennis Griffin over here. I need the key to open up the tool shed. And I'm not seeing him spawn around here anywhere. Normally I just kind of pop in, pop out. And if he's here, great. If he's not, you know, oh well. I also completely forgot to pop the skull on top of the church at round 11. That's just how good this gun is. Man, I nailed that thing, by the way. That was flipping funny. Let's let that all fall down real quick. I'm going to hold the round, see if I can't find Dennis rocking and rolling, doing his thing somewhere in these. And then I just don't want that Aether tool to despawn. This gun is so powerful that you can rock Gray all the way to round 15. No problem. There he is. Awesome. Get our tool shed key right there.
Church groundskeeper.
Swing back over here, grab our Aether tool. Take a look and see if we get anything good from a power-up perspective. I'm only seeing the RCXD and that LDBR missile turret thing, which is no bueno. I guess we got a handgun. You can use that. Then I'm going to go ahead and turn this weapon rarity purple. And we'll save the rest of our salvage here, because we're going to need to craft some concussion grenades. But let's go ahead and see if we can't start up this trial. Perhaps get a free double pack. Ooh, energy mine. This is tough. So what you got to do is hop in here to field upgrades, switch over to energy mine, and it'll keep it topped off for you. But switching back to Aether tool is kind of a bummer because you lose all your progress with it. This might have me end the round here if I pop this thing. I'm gonna try to train him up as best I can. Okay. You can see I definitely killed the round there. What just happened? There we go. Okay, we got it. So now I'm going to switch back to Aether Shroud. Cool. Dead wire. Awesome. Not exactly what we're looking for, but it's better than nothing. That zombie's always chilling by the tool shed to mess you up. I love it. Okay, so we got the handbrake, we got the valve. Now we need to get a mangler arm so we can pop open the store and get the wiring for it. And then at the same note, I need to go ahead and find myself some concussion grenades laying around here somewhere, because we got to start getting progress on our camo. Man, all that salvage that drop is awesome. Oh, we also need stamina. I haven't gotten that yet. And this is something I have a question about for you guys, because I've noticed that infiltrator stock, you don't move as fast as you would if you were rocking light stock or balanced stock. And I think when you increase the movement speed using stamina, you don't just increase your ADS movement speed, you increase your movement speed while in ADS. I think there's like some tricky languaging going on there. And I'd love it if somebody's got a video there they test out, you know, how that works. Okay, we got... Ooh, is that a concussion grenade? It is. Oh, no, it's a smoke. But I think a smoke works all the same.
Using smoke.
Maybe? I don't know. We'll find out. I do know that the shock charges are also a very good get when it comes to getting kills with your special. Throw on an armor plate here. I'm gonna grab speed and stam. We really don't need to double pack. I totally could, but
how fast I can reload.
there's no reason for it. Want to see how fast I can reload? Reminds me of Sheldon Cooper, if you guys remember that episode on Big Bang Theory when he's dressed up as the Flash. And he says, you want to go see me get the mailbox? You want to see me do it again?
That which doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Yes,
Guess
sir.
what? I'm still here.
Alright. And then I also heard that the final map for zombies is going to be coming out in this game. Which is kind of a bummer because I love the amount of maps that they've thrown at us. And I thought for sure that we'd get more maps, but I'm wondering, you know, with the time frame coming around here with November. Oh boy, got cornered right there. They always release a COD in Novembers, and I think we're getting to that point here where by the time the map is released and done, the next COD will be out. So I'll be excited to see what they do with zombies in that game mode. I really hope they don't make it like what they did in the previous one, where it's something you gotta dive in, you have 45 minutes and you gotta peel out. I really didn't care for that. I like round-based zombies. I like Outbreak as well. I thought that was kind of a fun game mode. So if they did another Outbreak, that'd be kind of cool. And then if they had more custom zombie support, that'd be really cool too. Because Black Ops 3, I feel like, is eternal when it comes to zombies. You know, like, you'll never not be able to log back into Black Ops 3 and have a good time. Alright, so that is the Mangler arm done. Let's go ahead and look for our wiring on the ground here. That's a no-go there.
Exfil window missed.
How about this one? There they are. Alright, cool. Let's go ahead and build the wonder weapon.
That's the wiring for
Ooh,
the
that's a
jet gun.
concussion.
I think that's everything we need for the jet gun. Let's head back to the motel and slap this
Let's
thing
keep this
together.
concussion just for a second here. Because I can totally use this. Get a couple kills, switch back to the shock charge. Or vice versa. Use the shock charge, switch back. Hear him. Another Sam trial. Oh my goodness. Ollie's Comics. Don't take damage. That's a Sam trial we could do. Except for when I take damage. Okay, so here's the game plan, right? I want to get them all up, stacked. Oh, shoot. There we go. I thought it bounced off of the glass for a second. I'm like, crap, I just totally botched that, but we're good. Okay, now I want to grab the concussion. There we go. There we go. Get them all filed in one at a time here. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of them. Puck that down on the ground right there. That was awesome. That was really solid, actually. Now we just can't take any damage, which I'm not sure if I ruined it already because I've been getting hit periodically just trying to farm up those kills right there, but oh boy. That doesn't help. It's the vermin. The vermin really are the tricky portion of this. There we go. Well, they're gone now, so they can't bother us. I want to craft the wonder weapon here, but I also want to get as far along this as possible. 20 seconds. I don't know if we can do it. It's not moving fast enough.
Upgrading trial reward.
At least we'll get purple. Right? Yeah. Yep. We're gonna just have to call it good with purple. That's fine.
Pleased with yourself?
See what we get. Ah, 2 decoys. You know what? That's actually pretty awesome for us. We can make that work. Oh, and we got 5 grand as well. Okay. So a couple things we got to do here. 1, build the gun. 2, build the LTG device. 3, upgrade our stuff. All can be arranged. Yes, sir. All right. I'll do this, and then I think I want to farm in an area where I can get just a couple more points. I'll definitely double pack here.
Looks like you already found some of the
Put that on. Try not to kill any of them. There we go. Sometimes coming out of that room right there gets a little tricky. A little dicey if there's more guys, but we're doing alright. Okay. First piece acquired.
working on it, Panos.
Working on it, Panos. Yeah, chill, man, chill. In all honesty, though, like, I mean, this guy's been trapped in the ether for how long, and it's taken us all of 20 minutes to go ahead and assemble his weapon and try to get him freedom. Oh, nuts, I fell down.
My favorite egghead.
Like, why is he freaking out? You really think we're gonna give up on him that fast? Okay, we made it on the truck. There we go. There we go. Could also open up the rest of the map. It's probably not a bad idea. You can get triple plate. Let's do it. We're still over the top for round 13. It's unreal. Gold double pack with triple plate. This gun's just remarkable. You really don't have to worry about anything when you're using it.
Even if it does blow up in my hands.
Boop, boop, boop. Get all these where we can. I'm gonna try not to kill any of the zombies, but if they walk in front of me, it's their own fault.
You have all three. Find a good
Okay.
place to assemble the LTG device.
Alpha, you
Let's
have
build the
execute authority.
LTG. And open up the rest of the doors too, because it's always good to have the doors pre-opened before you go to do the step with the Strauss counter.
Worried about the director.
If you don't...
I saw him when this started.
Oh, I have no money, I forgot. I was like, I had a ton of money, what just happened? Yeah, we got all the upgrades. Okay.
Is that just because you're missing?
Doesn't mean you're dead.
Is that so?
Who are you talking to?
Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Rhetorical question, that's all.
Canister. Nice. And do you see my movement speed? I'm using the lightweight stock, so now with the canister, like, I'm still almost sprinting.
She was.
Aiming down sights feels pretty good.
But sometimes survival. But
Drop that there.
seriously,
Yeah, like, it still feels good. Oh, you know what? My ADS movement speed might be lower, but the actual movement speed I have feels pretty good. I think balance stock has got to be the best then. I always thought infiltrator was, but the movement speed thing really does impact the route at which you're able to accomplish.
can't go any worse than when I tried it. Solid placement.
That expert pork chop in my bag.
About a minute.
Alright, just keep your eye on the mini-map here. Don't let them run in. Nice, because it's two-shot body shot to take them down, so I'm just going to do that. Easier to confirm the kill. Oh my gosh, 11,000 damage with a headshot. Oh my gosh, wow. I totally whooped that. I was just trying to show you guys what a headshot damage looked like.
Destabilizes. There goes our chance to catch a big one.
Wow. He didn't do too hot. We gotta be careful though. When we're hitting this hard, we could accidentally kill the guy that spawns with the LTG, so that would be bad news. Still think we're gonna be more than okay though. This gun's just too good not to beat the Easter egg, you know? Alright, take your bets. I'm gonna say Mangler this time.
That HVT may hit hard.
Nope. I was wrong. Look at that. Guy hasn't even technically opened a mouth yet, and we're just destroying him. Oh, we need money, actually, to be able to open the trap. Money, I'm not sure we have. Okay.
Now that you've softened it up,
Oh!
lead it to an ether trap.
How much? 1,000. There we go.
Of course they don't want to keep it in that field. Have some faith.
Oh, he's running. Did we get it? We did. Okay.
HVT is CIA.
Cool.
Keep done it and it's failed. Excellent work, my new friend.
So we'll put this in, and then we'll hold off. Oh, there's a soda fountain. That's not bad. I'll take that. But I'll hold off on actually firing off the Strauss counter portion of this until I have the money to open all the doors, because I want to keep these decoys. And in fact, we should probably just use them. So let's get a big ol' round together here and see if we can't get that camo right now.
Ether energies.
Or at least make a lot of solid progress towards it. Katie had to drive to Milwaukee for work this week, which is super unfortunate because I thought to myself, you know what? Even in paradise, it's not paradise without your significant other. It is lonely. Imagine you going to some place that was drop dead gorgeous and the person you care about most in your life isn't able to see it with you. I mean, what kind of life is that? That's no fun. I think we made some really solid progress right there. I don't know how many we took down, but I'm rocking FMJ on this gun. And the bullet pen is very noticeable. It's actually my favorite part about this build. I think we got a couple of bucks there. Not too many guys left, so I'm going to just drop this group here.
I could eat and shit you out for breakfast.
Alright. Morning routine here is awesome too, I tell you what. Being able to wake up, make a cup of coffee in the morning, do things at your own pace a little bit, it's the dream come true. Do what you love. Never work a day in your life. Okay, here we go. Hit this trial. It's an equipment trial.
Have the best tools for any test at hand. You will test them for us.
They're loading us up. I still want to use this minute and a half as like my decoy time. See if I can't get a ton of them all together. That's awesome. I don't know how many we got there, but we definitely got a few. Get them all piled up here. We're going to throw down some Molotovs. And just keep them standing in it. The fastest way to tick their health down. Here we go. There we go. Okay, couple more here. C4 wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm actually going to swing by and grab that.
And yes, you have met them.
Boom. Good work. Okay. Come on, double pack. Kaz device. That's okay. So let's switch to these Cali sticks, which stick around because they will be the next melee weapon in our build. The last melee weapon available right now. Very excited to use them. It's like they're swinging all the time with espresso. So running vampiric extraction with a weapon that already hits like super fast is fun. Alright, we got low, so we gotta hit this one 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. Alright, sprint on over to the second one. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. Here we are. This one's medium, so we gotta hit it twice. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Alright. And then the final one. This one's high, so we only have to hit it once, which is awesome. Now we're going to make our way back to the church as fast as possible. Keep our special.
Okay, that canister by the gas station should be accessible now.
We're on the Casimir for now. Because we definitely don't need the Strauss counter. And we don't have a Semtech, so I'll take up a slot for that. I can't remember if we actually had anything in our hands before we picked up the Strauss counter, but if we did, we'll see it. Nope. Oh, that's funny. The Strauss counter actually respawns. Interesting. Okay, let's grab that LTG device. We're gonna need that. $9 grand. What could we use our money for? I suppose we could get PhD slider, or we could save up for triple pack, but neither of which are critical to the success of the mission here. I'd really like to be able to get double tap with this gun. Even though it's a DMR, it does have like a fire rate. I could click faster than it can actually fire. So it would be a wise decision to get, you know, something to just buff us up a little bit more than we already are. Here we go. Let's start this up. Okay. Whoa! Almost made it through. Easy there, fella. Next level, level 38. Got infiltrator stock. Nice. Ah! No way. That guy, like, drunken saged me all the way there because I shot him and he was, like, tripping and then fumbling. He kept dodging his head. Okay, alright. We got a concussion, too, which is good. I'm going to be able to use that. More than have this thing covered, though. They're not going to be able to feed enough guys into this in 16 seconds, that's for sure. There we go. Oh, and the other thing, man, I went to this rent-a-center because I was looking for a desk. I don't have a desk for my computer setup. I finally do now, right? I had no idea that they're like, oh yeah, this is 26 bucks. I'm like, per week. Emphasis on the per week part they don't tell you about. So good thing I didn't buy anything because I read it and I was like, per week? What does that make this table? It was $1,200 for like a $200 gaming table. I'm like, you guys are criminal. So I shook the guy's hand. I said, thanks. Have a nice day. And I just walked out as fast as I possibly could, man. Never buy furniture from a rent-a-center, man. I get it, and I realize now after speaking with my mom, she was like, well, there's some people that just need it for a week to stage, you know, a house, and then they want to give it back, or maybe they're throwing like a large dinner party, so they just need a bigger table. And that I could understand, but I don't know if there's a commitment to having to complete the 69 weeks. I'm not sure. If there is, man, that place is a walking scam. Almost as bad as timeshares in Mexico. That's another thing too. If you guys haven't seen it, the John Oliver episode on timeshares it's one to watch for sure. Weather's getting a little bit nicer around here. There's a lot coming up. We got golf in the near future. Maybe I could record an episode of me playing golf, though I am absolutely awful at golf. And I pulled my pec when I was bench pressing and did some permanent damage to it, so it's not going to be the same. And my golf swing kind of suffered a little bit from it, which is super unfortunate. Because, you know, at my age, I feel like I have a lot more golf in me. Golf is one of those sports that you can really play for a majority of your life, you know? It doesn't take every shred of physical exertion out of you to play golf, but we'll see. I've got my family golf trip coming up here, which I'm super excited about. There's so many of us. We, like, pretty much rent out half the golf course. And that's a joke, but we have a lot of golf carts with our team on it. And the team's of 4, and we do a 4-man scramble. And whoever has the lowest score at the end of the weekend, so we play for 2 days. We all get there Thursday night, we play Friday, and we play Saturday. And then Sunday, we all meet up for brunch and then drive back on our merry ways. Hosted by the man himself, Scott Zappa, the OG of party planners and golfers. But yeah, we play golf. We meet up for dinner after we play golf. And we usually go to a pub or something local to Manistee. And then afterwards we go to Little River Casino. And we play them tables hardcore. I don't know what your guys' favorite games are to gamble. I'm not the biggest gambler in the world, but I will throw some money on a craps table. Blackjack and poker. I like those. I do not play slots. I have noticed that the odds seem to be forever stacked against me, so I don't even bother with that. I lose, like, last time I went to the casino, I pulled out like $100, right? And I put 40 bucks into a slot machine, lost that 40 bucks in, I don't know, the matter of like 5 minutes. Something silly, right? Stupid fast. And I'm like, okay, well that sucks. So then I take my 60 bucks and I go over to a poker table and I end up winning my 60 bucks back. And my rule is, if you want to win at a casino, you need to pay your dealer. You need to tip the dealer for his time. The casino pays him a salary, but he doesn't get paid enough. And so what I do, simply, when I walk up to the table, is I tell that dealer, half of everything I make goes right to you. And sure enough, you know, if I place down a $5 bet, I win 10 bucks. I'm giving that man $5, and I'm going, right? Or in this case, if I play a $20 bet and I get 40 bucks, that's 20 bucks profit. Oh, there's Everfrost. We already got it. Holy smokes, that was quick. So my earnings on 20 bucks is 20 bucks. I'll give him 10. That way I'm making a little bit of money. He's making a little bit of money. The $5 analogy didn't work out as I was saying it, so that's why I had to re-explain it. The point is, half of everything I profit goes to them. I win, he wins, we win together. It's a good time. And I did that, so I was up, doubled my money on some poker. Then I took some of those winnings and I went over to blackjack. And I like to play video blackjack because the problem is the tables for blackjack these days, their minimum bet is just obnoxious. They're like charging $25 minimum bet. which is dumb. Nobody's gonna play that. Have a $5 minimum bet table. That's where people throw some money. And in fact, a $1 minimum bet table is great too. If you don't have business as a casino, and a lot of these places don't, because casinos are dying because of video games. The entertainment industry is now, I could spend 60 bucks on Call of Duty and play it for 400 hours, or I could put $60 in a slot machine and play it for 3 minutes, you know? It's like, what's the better option here? Yeah, go play a flippin' video game rather than a casino. So they should recognize that, and I think they're starting to, which is why they're doing the $1 minimum bets and, you know, video stuff. So video blackjack is really fun, and you can play safe, right? Never hit on 12, which I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're crazy, right? But you have the possibility of getting a 10, right? And then you bust. And more often than not, the dealer's going to bust on that video blackjack when you're playing $1 minimum bets. The other thing is roulette. I really like to play roulette, and there's an awesome strategy if you can do a $1 minimum bet. Go into the table with enough to cover 7 losses, and you'll be fine. And I'm going to explain what that means here in a second. So go to the roulette table and put $1 on black. And if you lose, put $2 on black. And if you lose, put $4 on black. And if you lose, put $8 on black. Oh, but chances are you might win, right? Because it's a 50-50 shot, almost. Some tables have the green numbers, right? 000. But the point is, you'll win on $8, you'll get 16, and then put $1 on red. Switch up. Then, oh, you lose, put $2 in red. You win, oh, back to $1 on black. Oh, you lose $2 on black. Lose $4 on black, win $1 on red. Get the idea? I did this at the casino, and I played at the casino for about 2.5, 3 hours. That was during last year's golf trip. I started at $23, I ended at $213. Just doing that. Now again, it was after the course of like 2.5 hours, so I'm not really making a lot or spending a lot, but it's a steady growth, and I'm getting entertainment. And because it's video, there's these lights on the back of the screen that will light up to say like, hey, you got a free drink. Because if you throw enough action at the game, they'll comp you drinks. It's just a good way to hang out at a casino and, you know, have some fun with some friends. While they go out and they do high risky bets and lose all their money, you can chill back and be the slow play and, you know, eventually finance the endeavor. So what I found is what typically happens when I go to a casino is I'm the last guy with money in my pocket because I've been slow playing it all night. Because drinks at a casino are like $1, so if I just like win $5, I'm like, okay, well, that's a free drink. I'll go drink, walk around, see what everybody else is doing, then go back to a table, you know? And eventually people will be like, I'm out. And they'll be like, all right, well, come with me, and I'll spot them $20, and I'll say, just hang out at this roulette table with me, just for a little bit. You know, and they might say, oh, this is boring, but a lot of the times when you've been beaten to a pulp by losing so much, any win feels good, you know? And that's the fun part, is then I get a crew of roulette guys all hanging out with me. And it's a ton of fun. Sipping on some water there. We're pretty close to Mystic Gold here. Forgot to inspect the weapon here. The triple pack on this map is not as good as some of the other maps. I'll tell you what, I think triple pack on either the Tomb or Citadel is my absolute favorite skin. You guys let me know what yours is. That is for Pack-a-Punch, I mean. Alright. I want to just rile up a few of them because we need to get rapid kills quickly, multiple times. And I know we're getting close to it, but it's just easier if they're all lined up on them. Ooh, that's a nice double points. A little late for it, though. Hey, there's Mystic Gold. We did it. Alright, now that we got Mystic Gold... Oh, shoot, it is round 25. Let's go ahead and grab some perks. Man, time flies when you're having fun, right? I talk a lot about things outside of zombies, but that's my favorite part about zombies, you know, because we're just chilling. Alright. Go up here, buy every goodie we can possibly get. I'll also get some stims just in case for the boss fight. We're going to go ahead and grab Vulture Raid, Double Tap, Death Perception, PhD, and Alley Pop. All the good ones, right? And then, yes, let's go to a crafting table. Kind of wish you could jump off of this zip line mid-zip. Oop. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay. And then what I'm going to do here is craft myself a bunch of stims, a couple lethals, and then we've got a pistol, which is good. I also like the war machine. Let's go ahead and grab that. We should be good. And that's pretty much everything we need. We got the skin we came here to get. We got everything set up for the Easter egg fight. We're good to go. We are good to go. And let's just see how good this thing is on this.
Moment of truth, Alpha Team. Activate the simultaneous dimensional gateway.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
This right, and
The zombies sound upset.
neutralizing energy wave.
19 grand. And that wasn't even first shot.
Bye-bye, doggy there.
23k. Guys, this is the hardcore zombies gun right now. Use the 10 AMAX. They're nuts. I don't know if they're going to patch this or not, or if this is supposed to be like the coup de grace zombies weapons, and this is just supposed to be broken. You can see just how fast I can shoot with double tap now. I'm appalling. See that mangler? Gone. Alrighty, alrighty. I thought about it too, and I was thinking, you know, like YouTube, you know, I haven't really made any money on YouTube yet. And the goal is eventually to do so. I'd like it to happen. But in the interim, you know, if there's guys that want to do Easter eggs, I could definitely see myself doing Sherpa runs. If you're just struggling and have a really hard time, or you wanna have somebody to help you get through it, my services are available. And with every job completed, we get one step closer to building our own Zombies in Spaceland Park. That's the dream, folks. That's the goal. That's why we do it. I've been saying it most episodes, and I'll say it again, because if this is the first episode you've ever seen of mine, glad to have you here. Just so you guys know what the end vision is. If we make it as big as Mr. Beast and then some, I want to be the new Walt Disney of zombies. I want to make the parks in real life. All of them. Starting with your guys' favorite. And then I thought it would be cool not only to have the park maybe on certain days be like alive, and you're able to go through like in Spaceland and actually play the video games that they had there and walk around and do some of the rides. But I'd also like to set up like an airsoft kind of style where we have hired guys who play the zombies, and you have to run through the park and actually accumulate points, the whole 9 yards. We could get guns programmed when they hit, like, it could be lasers actually. There'd be an audio cue inside the guy who's playing the zombies to know that he died, and then he'll drop down. And then when the player isn't around that area, they can run back into like a respawn section for next round. That'd be kind of neat. But yeah, then you have a point accumulator on your gun, so you can see how many zombies you've taken out. If there's a critical shot or a chest shot or something like that, you get more points depending on doing headshots, just like it is in this zombies. And heck, if they get really good with the HUD in the glasses, I know they're doing smart lens, but if they had like smart contacts like Beat Link from Mirror's Edge, it'd be so sick if you could see the HUD through your own eyes. Right? Like I'm actually shooting right here and I can see that 230 pop up in my view while I'm playing. Possibilities are endless for the future, man. It would be so slick. We're doing pretty good here. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but we did drop the first of the 2 bosses for this Easter egg, so he's already out. Out and down for the count. Oh. That's the beauty of brain rot with explosive pheromone. Boom, right there, monkey bomb, just on demand. Oh. Here we go, Mangler. Gotta go. There's the second boss. Alright, let's see what we can do to him. Need him to yell. Oh shoot, is he already dead? Oh, we must have been really lighting him up. This gun is just so powerful, guys. Wait till I go through the build. You need to do this. This is the build. And that's the end of it, by the way. He's gonna proc my Dying Wish and we're out of here. Ooh, combat stock, not bad.
The end is nigh.
Yes. End it. There we go. Dying Wish proc, and that's a GG. That is a GG. I'm gonna skip the cutscene because we all know what it looks like, and let's get straight to the build and the augments. What an awesome setup. 1,307 eliminations, 997 critical kills, 14 door buys. Oh my gosh, that reminds me too. Purple, if you're watching this, it's one of the funniest things. You guys are gonna love this. Me and Purple are doing the Easter egg together, right? Purple and I. And it comes up to the end credit cutscene and it shows like he's got like 2 door buys and I got 12. But he's got like 1,000 more kills than me, so I don't even know why we're staring at the doors. Either way, point is, he's like, man, I could have helped you with the doors, and I start dying laughing, and I'm like, well, it doesn't matter, man. It's all good. It's just we've been doing our own thing, so not a huge deal, you know. Like I got it, and then it happens again because we finished the Citadel Easter egg, and it's the same thing as last time, and we're both just dying because that's the running joke now. All right. So here we go. This is our gun. This is the setup, and I got that beautiful series skin on, I believe it's called. But I want to go through the build real quick with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and throw on. Normally I do infiltrator stock, but in this case I'm going to do balance stock. And I think this is going to be the perfect loadout for you. So Kepler Microflex is awesome. I love this sight. But again, everybody's got their own preferences, so use what you like to use. As far as the muzzle goes, I like to use the monolithic suppressor. The monolithic suppressor is a little bit better than the original suppressor in my mind, and I know it nerfs your ADS speed and your jump ADS speed, but the gain to bullet velocity that you get in tandem with the increased salvage seems worth it in my mind. Reinforced barrel. Reinforced barrel is the best barrel you can rock on zombies. A lot of people like to use CHF because it buffs the headshot damage, but again, look at your recoil, look at your muzzle velocity, or your bullet velocity. All of those get killed. Vertical recoil, horrible. Rock the reinforced barrel. It gives you the healthy balance of increased damage range, bullet velocity, and recoil control. Sitting here at 1,500 meters per second on bullet velocity. That's insane. Ranger foregrip is wonderful because it increases your movement speed. If you can see, if I go to the vertical foregrip, yes, it does help out with gun kick control and horizontal recoil control, but you lose 7% in sprint movement speed, and that 7% is a big difference, especially when you're sprinting. It's awesome. Mobility is key to survival in zombies. Then we're using the M67 10R magazine. You could use the extended mag 2 if you wanted to and use the drum style setup with the different ammo type, but really getting Pack-a-Punch to 60 rounds with this magazine, it's crazy. It's a game changer. Run it. Quick draw grip, I just like it because even though we're losing some aim down sight speed with the monolithic suppressor, we're gaining it with the quick draw grip. You can see quick draw grip increases our ADS speed and jump aim down sight speed by 35% overall, which is more than enough to counteract the worse aim down sight speed from the monolithic suppressor. And you can see just looking at the gun overall with balance stock and FMJ, this is our loadout. We have 20% increased reload speed across the board, 20% increased aim down sight speed. Our movement speed while we're aiming down sight is a quarter, 25% faster, 8% on movement speed. You can just see we're bumping all these stats up like crazy. And then our bullet velocity and damage is ridiculous. So that is the spread there. Let's go ahead and take a look at our camos that we unlocked. We just got Everfrost. Oh my goodness, guys, look at this thing. That is a really good looking skin. The purple with the blue, I love it. And then the topographical map wave pattern on it adds a sharp looking skin for any gun. And then of course the reason we do the grind, the Mystic Gold Camo itself right there in all of its glory, absolutely remarkable. That is a solid looking weapon. That is a great build. This has got to be the best gun in zombies, guys. I can't say enough good things about it. Now for the augments, let's go ahead, run you through real quick what I do, so that way if you want to mirror the setup, more power to you. For stamina up, I use Stalker Quarterback for the faster ADS movement speed and the ability to use equipment while on the run. I think it's really good to be able to throw a Molotov or a decoy while you're sprinting. Quick Revive, I use Dying Wish so that if I go down, I keep all my perks. It's a wonderful thing. Juggernog Probiotic Hardened Plates for most hits to down, though if you are doing a melee build, I switch this up and do Durable Plates so that way I can take more hits. Melee Macchiato, I like to use Vampiric Extraction and Hidden Impact for ammo and health back on melee. Speed Cola, I like to use Classic Formula Quick Swap, so that way I can switch weapons quicker, go between melee and my primary, or melee and, the Wonder Weapon, either, well, however you want to do it. And then Classic Formula is the OG Speed Cola. It is so fast to reload, and not only that, but you put on armor plates faster. It gives you the fastest hands in the West. Vulturade, I use Parting Gift carry-on luggage. Parting Gift is super nice if you have Wonder Weapons like the Staff or like the Ray Gun Mark II, because getting ammo back is critical. Especially if you pick up ammo drops on the ground, it makes them feel like it's a regular bullet weapon, so you just get ammo all the time. And then carry-on luggage makes it so that crit kills have a chance to drop additional salvage. In tandem with a suppressor, you're going to get more salvage than you need. As you can see, I think by round 17, I already was orange legendary tier using the salvage that we got. So very good to get you ahead early. Death Perception, Critical Eye, Bird's Eye View. Chance to turn body shots into headshots, why wouldn't you? And then Bird's Eye View, the minimap refreshes faster. Really good for steps of the Easter egg, like when you're doing the LTG, so that you can see the guys spawning in next to you without actually having to look and pop your head around. PhD Flopper, I use PhD Slider Turbologist. Just increased movement speed, helps out all around. It's a very nice add to the gun. It's a great way to run. Deadshot Daiquiri, Dead First, Dead Break. Dead First is the kick in the nuts, so to say, with Deadshot Daiquiri. It hits like a truck. The first shot hits really hard, and then you automatically get the increased crit damage. And then with Dead Break, you're doing more damage to armor pieces, those heavier zombies. It's just a win-win all around. In tandem with Double Tap, with Double Impact, Double Time, you're going to have a total of an 81% increase in DPS. Double Impact's amazing. It makes it so that the second shot on the same zombie within, I think it's a 3 or 6 second window, it's obnoxious. It's definitely longer than it takes to hit 2 shots on a zombie. Does times 1.5. So you're going to hit like an absolute truck. And then double time, increased rate of fire on top of double tap, already increasing the rate of fire. ARs are awesome. Anything fully automatic is awesome. And then again, even like what we were doing with the DMR, it benefits from it. It's awesome because you can fire your weapon as fast as you can smash the trigger with the DMR. Give it a shot. Elemental Pop, Electric Cherry, Chillberry. I like Electric Cherry so that when I reload, I get that AoE stun around me. It's like a good lifeline if you get pinched or cornered. And then Chillberry reduces all ammo mod cooldowns. That one's pretty self-explanatory. In tandem with Lightning of Deadwire or even Lightmend, it's an awesome proc to have. As far as the ammo mods go, I use Deadwire and Lightmend exclusively. Lightning Strike Haste, and then Dual Action Express Remedy for the faster healing and longer travel distance. For the rest of them, though, if you want to see my build, I think these are the best in slot, so you can go ahead and use them. Firebomb Incendiary, so that enemies that are burning have a chance to spread it, and then when they are on fire and they die, they explode, which also spreads it. It's a cascading spreading effect. It's wonderful. Cryo Freeze, Frozen Stiff Liquid Nitrogen, so that every zombie you shoot gets frozen. Then again, though, keep in mind, Cryo Freeze, you do not get extra points for this. You actually get less points per kill, so just be careful with that. Brain Rot, Pheromone Explosive. I like this because it's a monkey bomb every time it procs. Shadow Rift, Explosive Brain and Targeted, so that way when it does proc, it does kill quite a few things around it. It's not so random anymore. And then for field upgrades, it's got to be Aether Shroud with Group Charge and Extra Charge. That's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys really enjoyed the grind. This CR AMAX is absolutely insane, and yeah, super easy to get it to gold. Very fun gun to use, and in future endeavors, I probably will use this for Easter eggs, so it's nice to have a fully kitted, loaded out, ready to go for the future runs. That is going to be it for me today, folks. I hope you guys had a great time. We'll see you in the next one. Peace!